Hey, this is Teresa Rodriguez on location at South by Southwest, and we've got two amazing producers here from the movie Yakona, Kevin and Clint. So let's find out about their movie.
Okay, well, so our movie is a feature-length documentary done in a pure cinema style. So there's no traditional narration at all, and we use images to tell a story. So it's about the San Marcos River, which is local, and it's a precious resource. And we have original score, and it's just, I don't know, it's just amazing. It's an amazing film. So.
Yeah. We got lucky. We came on board with the directors. They actually were lucky, and they got 2 grants from the Austin Film Society, and that helped them through production of this film. And we are both local people from San Marcos that have lived there almost our entire lives, and so they needed some help to kind of finish the product. And so they came out to us and said, "Hey, would you guys help us kind of raise funds for this?" So we actually headed up the Indiegogo campaign for them, and we ended up raising over $54,000 to help finish production on this, which included, recoloring of the film, sound design, score, things like that. So, I mean, it was, the community really reached out, and it was awesome. Like they came out and they did a great job, and yeah.
So what's the inspiration to put it to this film?
Well, the inspiration is the San Marcos River.
Yeah.
It's this amazing, clear river that wells up from springs. It's the headwaters, and it runs all the way down to the coast. And it's home to 8 federally endangered species that are unique and nowhere else on Earth. So it's a very unique resource, and actually it's considered the oldest continually inhabited area in North America. There's evidence of Clovis Indians and all kinds of interesting things around there, Spanish missions, and it's just a beautiful river. So the inspiration is that, when you're there and you swim in this river all the time and you see it and all the pressures of the development that are coming in around us, you start to ask the question, how long can this river survive? And I think the desire was to really just sort of show people without trying to tell them. So that was the sort of the choice behind doing it without narration. We didn't really want to wag our fingers and say, hey, look, this is our precious resource. Right. We just really wanted to demonstrate that it's a beautiful river, and then kind of let you bring your own voice to it, and just say, oh, wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, and actually, the funny thing is, there's a lot of people, it's known for, I guess, like tubing and other things like that, but as locals, we know different things about it. Like, there used to be this theme park up at the Spring Lake called Ocarina Springs, right. And it had these neat little things like, they had this underwater submarine show that you'd kind of walk in there and you could watch the mermaids and the mermen kind of like do this little show and everything. It was really cool. And they also had this, they were known for Ralph the Swimming Pig. And it was this little pig that they'd bring out this little bottle for, and he'd like start, swimming. You just like see him kind of flopping all around, trying to catch up to the mermaids and everything. But, and then after a while, back in the late 80s, early 90s, Ocarina Springs went bankrupt. And so those fixtures and those buildings, those amusement things were just kind of there, and they were rusting, and nobody was doing anything with them. And so the university in town actually bought the land to help preserve it, and we actually were able to document them taking and pulling all these large structures out and to kind of show the audience what was there before and what is there now, and how we're trying to kind of, how they're trying to preserve this beautiful location. So
tell us what the name of the movie means.
So Yakona is a Native American word that really means rising water. And rising water can be connotated a bunch of different ways. I don't want to ruin it for you. But basically that's how they describe change, swift change. And so, so that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it actually, the other cool thing about it is that it's all broken up into chapters, the film, and it's all used like different Native American terms. And so each one has a specific meaning to the film that kind of helps tie everything together. It's really awesome.
Have you ever seen Samsara or Baraka or Koyaanisqatsi? No, okay.
I know.
Okay.
Bad.
A lot of people compare.
That's all right.
A lot of people are comparing that to our film, and so it's done. We're really very inspired by those types of films and that type of filmmaking. So.
And I'm inspired by you guys. So I want to thank you. So you have won a Flexi. Congratulations. You can thank who you want, and it will go next to your Oscar. And you can actually use it as a shot glass, unlike an Oscar you really can't use for anything. So who would you like to thank?
I would like to thank the San Marcos River Foundation for supporting us as our nonprofit sponsor, because without them, we would not have been able to actually produce the movie the way that we have.
I'd like to thank a couple people. One is Paul and Onlo for having this dream and vision. They're the directors of the film, because without them, this would have never been made or possible. The other I'd like to thank is my wife and my kid for giving me the time and opportunity to be able to work on a project like this. I love them very much, and I'm very fortunate and thankful that they're in my life. So,
Thanks, guys, and congratulations.